Hi, my name is Aaron Zebarth. I serve as the Executive Director here at Joy El Ministries in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. We exist, quite frankly, for the purpose of glorifying God. In fact, our mission statement says we exist to glorify God by evangelizing, encouraging, and equipping individuals for active ministry. We do this in three ways: in release time, leadership training, and in camping programs. It was 1938 that we began doing this, and we actually then taught the Bible in public schools. It was in the mid-60s when things changed that we found this 1952 Supreme Court decision that allowed us to legally release public school students from their classrooms for biblical instruction. And so that has been the release time program. Well, if students earned 300 points in release time, they could go to a week of summer camp for free. We used to use another camp. We used 2 weeks, and we needed more, and they didn't have enough space. And so we prayed, and the Lord ended up providing a facility here just outside of Williamson where we have camping programs throughout the year. And one thing led to another, and well, we had high school students who are coming here and who are junior counselors, and as we figured out how better to train them, over the years this has developed into our 412 Leadership Training Program, a program that helps students develop lifelong spiritual disciplines while serving others. And these are disciplines that will impact them for the rest of their life. Now, Joy El also works to serve quite a large area. Fulton County and beyond westward, and north of there, over to the east, Lancaster, Dauphin, Chester counties as well, counties in between such as York. And the exciting thing is, our release time several years ago began, of course, in Maryland, down in Washington County. But we also have campers who come and use our facilities down in Frederick, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and areas like that. So the Lord has given Joy El quite a big range of people with a lot of individuals to reach here just in this facility right in Franklin County. Some of the exciting things are, these past few years, we've seen a lot of growth. Release time is involved in 9 counties in Pennsylvania. The Lord has opened the door for us to do release time as well in Washington County and Maryland. We've seen a record number of volunteers. In fact, this last year in release time alone, we saw 1,254 volunteers who were involved in this program. The 412 Leadership Training Program, we needed to put a limit on it because we realized we could only serve so many students well. And so last year our number was 100 students. And that's the amount of enrollment that we had during the fall, 100 students. Our summer camp programs have continued to grow. In fact, since 2003, our summer camp programs have expanded by 76%. Now that's some major growth. That's almost doubling the amount in just about 7 years that we've seen this happen. So we've needed to continue to think ahead. We want to prepare for what the Lord could be doing. And so several years ago, we began a strategic plan which led for and calls for now a new worship center. And I'm excited to share that the Lord's bringing in a good portion of this funds. There's still some to go, but we hope very soon to begin construction in anticipation of all the funds being provided before they're needed. In other words, we're not going to go into long-term debt. We are committed to only building what we have funds for. We're also committed to continued growth in Washington County and release time, and continuing to open new release time schools here in Pennsylvania. Very important for us to continue to open doors as the Lord provides them, and we need to be ready because the Lord is opening a lot of doors. So here's where we need you. This is a partnership. It's not just us. The Lord is using a variety of people, and we continue to need people who will help us financially. This ministry requires dollars in order to do what we're doing to minister to children, and we need your help. In fact, this year we anticipate it's going to cost about $102 for each child in release time. And when you think that we have about 3,200 and some children, that's a lot of money. Over $300,000 that's needed for release time alone. We continue to need volunteers. Yes, last year we had well over 1,200 volunteers, but we need more. People who could give just 2 hours a week in order to be able to minister to students. And we need Barnabas mentors as well to serve with those in the 412 Leadership Training Program to help them develop these lifelong spiritual disciplines, to give them some life wisdom that you've already gleaned that you're able to pass on to them. Well, I want to thank you, each one of you, for the support that you've given to Joy El over the years. We appreciate you. We appreciate the ways that you have invested into this ministry. We appreciate your prayers, for the many volunteer hours, and for, quite honestly, just the encouragement that you are to those of us who do this regularly. We've seen a lot of changed lives this past year. Our goal is to continue to see children, boys and girls, come into an eternal relationship with Jesus Christ. 581 students that we're aware of in the last ministry year. And this year, well over 400, and we still have, well, weeks of camp to go at the airing here. So we're excited and praising God and ask that you'll continue to pray with us and join us in the work that God has given us. Thank you so much for your support.